We keep it rough, we keep it raw, we keep it real. Make sure you subscribe to the Reaper. Make sure you thumbs up the likes, and go over to the Kick app, man. Download the Kick app, Kick app. Punch in Jazzbo, aka the Reaper. That's Jazzbo, aka the Reaper. Right? To get the Reaper's shows live on Kick, man. We back talking Corey Holcomb. And Corey is going to have this interview with Vlad. Never invite a vampire to your house, because when you do, man, he can come anytime he wants to. And then he'll set you up too. Because DJ Vlad sets Corey Holcomb up. Hook, line, and sinker. And Corey in this interview gonna tell you what he think about. He gonna say broke people, black people is the only one that's calling him a PDF. But Vlad is allegedly FBI or an informant and asking him about pedophile jokes and everything like that on a big platform and what he think about them. And if you remember, Corey got accused of being a pedophile for these jokes or whatever. But it's the white guy that's on his big platform that's an informant, allegedly, that's asking him this question that's done allegedly set up a lot of black men. And this whole video thing or interview thing that Corey doing, it could come back to haunt him. But he's so thirsty for exposure. He wants to see this goofy ass nigga go set himself up. The Reaper keep it 1,000. But let's hear the questions that Vladimir is asking Corey that could potentially set him up later on.
You play who? I mean, everything is comedy. But how about this? Everything is comedy, but there are things you really kind of like, yeah, I gotta let a little time pass. You get what I mean?
I mean, for example, would you do pedophile jokes?
I don't really, I've been told I do pedophile jokes, but I'm not living that lifestyle, so I don't really see it popping in my head as pedophile.
But other people do. I see it as being dark humor, and I think that your goofy ass is just joking. But what you're doing and what you're saying and the facial gyrations that you're making, and you don't really see them as pedophile jokes, and they're about kids or whatever, this is a setup question. The Reaper keep it 1,000, but let's continue.
Pedophile jokes. I see things I think of that I think are funny, and I've seen it work. Like the thing with the baby.
So you think the baby bottle, she gonna be just like her mama, even though it was a funny joke, but it's things that you think of in your head all the time. See, this is a setup.
Bottle on the Shaq thing.
That's kind of a pedophile joke.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So when somebody say pedophile, if they want to make me a pedophile, you do what you gotta do.
What's the youngest woman you would date right now?
If they want to make me a pedophile, you do what you gotta do. But then he asked him the follow-up question is, what's the youngest woman you'll date? Now watch Goofy.
Would you date 18?
I don't date an 18. I wouldn't even have sex with an 18-year-old.
21.
Maybe.
Okay.
If you'll date 18 and they legal, you'll date 21. And 21, when you're almost 60, they consider you a pedophile. The Reaper keep it 1,000 when you a black man. Wasn't the women 18 or 19 and R. Kelly was almost 50 or 50? And they were saying that he was influencing them the wrong way and he shouldn't have been. Now, Bill Belichick ain't, but Corey Holcomb can be.
Because I know if I'm around a 21-year-old, I am literally dealing with somebody who knows nothing about life in all likelihood.
Okay, so why would you have sex with her? You said that her mind ain't fully developed and she knows nothing about life. So that makes you influencing her the wrong way, but she legal. But it makes you look pedophilish, like a pedophile or somebody that robs the cradle.
Now, she might have a body that's legally touchable, but
Legally touchable.
legally touchable at
Legally
21.
touchable, yeah. Well, at 18 it's legally touchable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, he went right back to the 18 question. Like, you would mess with an 18-year-old if you'd mess with a 20-year-old, 21-year-old, and that's legally touchable. But you make jokes about kids. Now watch he set him up with the kid thing.
You got to be thinking that.
Or he gonna set himself
I'm
up.
saying, like, people, this dude named Alonzo Bolton had a joke back when we were doing Last Comic Standing, and I thought it was brilliant. He said, I watched the Junior Olympics, and, he was talking about the, whatever those girls do where they be on the floor, doing those
Gymnastics.
Now he watched the Junior Olympics. These is girls that's in junior high or elementary that be in the Junior Olympics, and you thought the joke was brilliant. See, he's got you talking to please him, and you ain't thinking who you talking to, 'cause you're talking to a vampire. The Reaper keep it 1,000.
gymnastics. Yeah. He said, I didn't know I was a pedophile until I saw it. And it was a funny joke. But nowadays, if you do a joke like that, the broke people on the internet are going to act like you're a bad guy. I mean,
The black people on the internet gonna act like you a bad guy, 'cause he said the broke people, and when he think of the broke people, he think of the black people, and the black people is the ones that support him. But we're the ones that's got the morality. But white people will throw your black ass in jail. The Reaper keep it 1,000. But let's continue.
everything is comedy. But how about this? Everything is comedy, but there are things you really kind of like, yeah, I got to let a little.
Everything is comedy. They could take clips from this interview of mushing Christina Payne in the face, of what he think about women, and what he thinks about jokes that he tells. The Reaper keep it 1,000 and use it in some way against him. There could be women that come along that, that's going to say something later on this nigga. But watch the interview with Corey Holcomb and Vlad, man, and watch him set up himself. Go over to the Kick channel, download it, punch in Jazzbo, a.k.a. The Reaper, right? To get the Reaper shows live. We doing a live one this morning. If you want to follow the Reaper live, we up out of here, man. Peace.